Hi, my name is Jaden, and I'm here to propose a Go Green project to the upper management of the Grand Rapids, Minnesota City Council. My biggest goal here is to communicate to the entire city and the community that our city needs cleanliness and sustainability to thrive and be as resilient as it always has, but even more so now. The city needs the community and us to come together and keep it resilient. As an active member in this community, I have seen the amounts of garbage and the reckless behaviors of citizens that kind of threaten the city's environmental peace. And first off, I think we need people to put a value on eco-friendly options in the environment, convincing the community with posters to put up around town, with kind of like brief facts or like brief alternative options, kind of promoting that in a very like light but in an engaging way. Also brief guides or pamphlets to be sent out in the mail would be another great idea for people that want to learn but don't know how. And discussing small businesses such as like the local farmers at the farmers market. The farmers market is already a privilege to have in our city, where locals are promoting sustainability and already selling their goods. And then I think something else that could be beneficial would be to introduce a short class to be taught at either the middle school or the high school to really not let this subject get lost in all of the others and kind of not taught when it needs to be, especially now with the world and climate change. Another thing we need to do is make this idea seem worthwhile to people. The audience's first question is always, what's in it for them? What is the good that comes out of a green lifestyle, and what's the difference of the before and the after? And really, it's the experience. It's walking into a park and not finding garbage everywhere you look, or maybe walking down the street and picking up a piece of garbage and putting it in a garbage can and doing it out of your own free will and feeling good about that as like it's your small act of you're helping to this greater good and it makes you feel good. There could also be some sort of reward system to go on where citizens are promoted with like a higher role into this program, this group we will be making, or even some sort of currency rewarded for their involvement, such as if they bring in so many boxes of recycling to the transfer station, their punch card is then punched for them to go to a local grocery store in participation to then get off said dollar amount on their groceries. The next thing is how common citizens are able to help in controlling this process. The cues will be stated in the posters, in the mail sent out, and then in school about encouraging reuse, reduce, and recycling habits, implementing smarter energy policies, effective and better public transportation that doesn't pollute, communal gardens, composting, and things like that. Something I have noticed is there is an issue around kind of local entertainment for people where no one knows where to go to have fun other than the bowling alley or the YMCA, or especially where to send their kids to have fun. And I think we could really use this to our advantage to promote visiting local parks and trying environmentally friendly hobbies and taking those up instead, like biking or snowshoeing. Again, this is really all about the experience. And then I'd like to talk about the transfer station's involvement and their expectations. Obviously, if the program succeeds, there's going to be a lot more people who care and want to participate and bring their garbage or recycling to the transfer station And so there might need to be more employees or longer hours, some things like that to think about. And then really the solution is just that change starts with us, and starting small in our smaller acts, things like carrying a recycling bin back of your car, picking up random bits of trash, turning off faucets and lights, gardening, less overconsumption, lessening your use of electricity. It all helps and commits to the greater good. And so really just communicating to citizens the importance of this program and their participation in it is the main goal here. And with a decent amount of participation from the community, growth can be seen as in little as mere months. But really just small acts add to the greater goal here.